Hey guys, 2-ton hasher here. So this is my first video and I'm using a GoPro, an old GoPro camera, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. Anyhow, a buddy of mine, a fellow miner, kind of saw my setup and he's like, man, you should put this on YouTube. I bet other people could benefit from this. So basically the premise of this video is to show y'all how to keep your mining rigs cool when you live in the South, or someplace, or a tropical area like me. I live in South Florida, so it gets pretty freaking hot out here. It's like a cloudy day right now and it's like 95 degrees outside, so it's pretty freaking hot. So anyhow, I'll go outside and show you guys what I've done to keep my mining rigs cool. Now, if you're like me, you live in the South, and you're a crypto miner like myself, and you've got a bunch of mining rigs, having a whole crap load of mining rigs in your house makes life miserable. I mean, freaking miserable. I mean, it gets 100 degrees in your house with the AC blowing full blast, and it gets hot and it's nasty, and even though you're making money mining crypto, your life's miserable because these freaking miners run hot. So here's what I did. I built a whole bunch of boxes for my mining rigs. It was kind of expensive to do this, but man, it made my life a whole lot easier, whole lot nicer inside my house, not having mining rigs all over my house. Because I used to have 8 rigs in my house, one, sometimes 2 in every room, and it was miserable. I mean, miserable. So, kind of show you what I did here. So, this was my first rig here. As you can see, it's a little rough. I had to use duct tape to seal the edges, seal the cracks, just because I'm not a construction guy. I barely know what I'm doing. But over time, I got better. It costed me probably $250 to build this box, and the majority of it is because of this fan. These fans you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot for about $120. Good solid fan, It's got 2 speeds, and right now it's on low. So I'll open it up and show you what it looks like in here. Now this rig, or this box that I built, this was the first one I built, and I made the door too small. The other two, these two I did a lot better job on, but this one was my first one. I've got 4 mining rigs in here. Sorry for the noise, it's a little bit loud. But anyhow, here's the bottom of the fan. It's a pretty good design. I just came up with it overnight. There's a whole bunch of RX 480s in here, so I got 4 rigs, 6-card rigs running RX 480s. I've got filtered air coming in, so I got nice cool filtered air coming in, and it just gets sucked out to the top. And it keeps these rigs, even outside at 90 to 100 degree weather, it keeps these rigs running pretty cool. I'm going to show you the temperatures if you like, but anyhow, I don't know how good this video is going to be, but we'll see. Got a little shelf here that I made to keep the monitor on. I can plug my monitor into each rig if there's a problem, which occasionally, sometimes I have a power outage. Being it's a residence, I have no way of redundant power or anything like that. So if the power goes out, these things go down, which does happen. So that's the first box. And this box is 5 feet long by 4 feet wide by 4 feet tall. So there's a bunch of plywood. So I probably got about $250 in this thing, between the wood, the fan, and the air filters. I just use basic air filters that go in your house. These are 20 by 20 by 1 air filters, and you can see these are a little bit dirty. Built this about a month ago, and they're getting kind of dirty now. So I don't know if I'm going to change up and use different filters. Something that might work a little better, I'm not sure. Again, this was just a test and it seemed to work. But these filters are getting dirty pretty quick. So, lock this up. And this was the second one I built. This one was a little too small, but actually this cools the cards very nicely. But it's too small to work in. But it does work. So, this one only cost me about $100 to build, maybe 120. This fan I got from Lowe's as well. It was only about, I want to say it was less than 50 bucks. 40 some odd dollars for this fan. And yeah, I might have 120, 130 bucks in this thing. I'm not sure. Anyhow, it's only got 2 rigs in it. These are 7-card rigs. These are RX 480s as well. The Asus brand. But yeah, it's filtered, as you can see. Filtered air coming in. The filtered air comes right in, blows over the cards, and gets sucked right out of the fan. Works real nice. Even in South Florida here, where it's really freaking hot. Close that up. Come over here. This was the last one I built. I built this one about 2 weeks ago. Again, it's the same exact fan as this one. Got it from Lowe's for about 120 bucks, something like that. Again, this was pretty much the same cost as this one. It was around 200 bucks, something like that. I didn't really add everything up, but it was around 200 bucks with all the wood and the filters and the padlocks and the hardware and not to mention all the extension cords. I had to buy a whole bunch of extension cords to run power from inside the house because I have no power back here. I will eventually. I'm going to run some circuits back here, but that's kind of pricey, and we'll see how it goes. Here's the inside of this one. Now this one I made a lot better. The whole side opens up. I can get in here and work if I need to, if these things go down. But this is my NVIDIA box, I guess I'll call it. It's nothing but NVIDIA cards in here. These are all GTX 1070s. That's GTX 1070s. Yeah, these are GTX 1060s. Basically got these because there are no freaking AMD cards available anywhere. But I'm kind of impressed with these 1070s. They were expensive, yes, but man, they hash nice. I get 30, 31 hash out of for Ethereum. And for Zcash, they're even better. This is just a mixed rig of 1060s. Again, I got a shelf up here, put my monitor. And here's the fan sucking out the hot air. See that? So yeah, it works pretty nice. Cool air comes right in through the filters, runs over the cards and gets sucked right out. So it works pretty nice. So if you live in the South, like me, and you have to deal with this hot ass weather, this works. It's not exactly, you know, they don't look great, but you know, it gets the job done. I've even had suffered torrential freaking rainstorms. Water doesn't get into them. They're airtight. They're somewhat secure. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing I worry about is theft. But you know, you're gonna have to work to get into these things, and it does get hot back here in this back porch. But still, the cool air comes in the bottom. The heat escapes out the top. So it works pretty nice. It's pretty good design. It worked better than I thought it would, but I was so desperate to get these mining rigs out of my house. I mean, it was freaking miserable. Even though I was making money, you know, especially with the price of Ethereum and Zcash right now, you're going to make money no matter what video card you have, no matter how many rigs you have this time. Excuse me. But yeah. Anyhow, this box here, I forgot to give the dimensions. This box here is 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. So it's 4 foot square. This one I made a little bit too big and I screwed up the door. The door's too small. If I need to get in here and do something with a rig, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, see, I have to, you only got a little spot to get in here. You can. It works. One day I'll probably rip this whole side off this box and build a bigger door, or make the whole side a door. I'm not sure. Something. But this was my first try and it works. This box here is 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot. So this probably is the coolest box. I only have 2 rigs in here. They're 2 7-card rigs. And there's no room to put a monitor, so I actually have a piece of crap monitor sitting on top in case I need to get onto the machine. There's where all my extension cords come out of the house. I've got it untaped. I actually have to tape this shut with duct tape. And I've got it untaped because I got to replace one extension cord. These little thin extension cords just do not cut it for mining rigs, guys. So if you're going to have long time mining rigs, get these big thick ones, these 12 gauge. These little 16 gauge, they're worthless. They'll only last about a month tops before they burn out. So yeah, guys, let me go inside and I'll show you the temperatures. I don't have a thermometer out here to prove how hot it is out here. But it's, you know, if I had to guess, it's in the 90s, mid 90s right now. And it's a cloudy freaking day. So let's go in the house and I'll show you the temperatures on for the mining rigs. So yeah, I'll try to hold this steady. Again, I'm using a GoPro, so I don't know how this is going to look. So there they are. So I've got 11 or 10 rigs outside. I've got 1 inside. So there's rig 1. That's the NVIDIA, the box with the NVIDIA in it. As you can see, the card's running 63 degrees Celsius, 64, 65, 67, 63, 66. It's not bad for being outside in 90-degree weather. I don't know what that correlates to Celsius for you Europeans you out there, people in other countries. I think America is the only one that uses Fahrenheit, right? Anyhow, there's another computer, 64. I mean, that's another rig. You know, 64, 65, 65. There's another rig, rig 3. 67, 67, 63. I mean, it's not bad, right? For being outside in the weather. I was kind of impressed with these boxes. There's another rig, rig 4. These are the 1060s. These run a little hotter. There's one at 72, 73, 74. But those damn things run hot anyway. Here's a 7-card rig. Here's one of them anyway. I can't show you all of them. When you start the mining, if you start the mining software while you're remoted into it, it only displays 1 card. I don't know why that is. But as you can see, that 1 card is 55 degrees Celsius. That's the one in that little 3-foot box. Runs, you know, these things run cool. Those are the Asus RX 480s. Those damn things run cool anyway. Rig 8, that's another one. Yeah, 64 degrees. So anyhow, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or whatever. Again, my buddy just wanted me to put this up on YouTube because he said a lot of people could benefit from that if you're mining and you're in the South and it's freaking hot. These boxes work. And if you got the room to do it, you know, a front porch or a back porch or, you know, a fenced in backyard or something like that, like I have, these things work, man. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Catch y'all later.